Hey, I'm Alan Westlake with Westlake Plumbing, and I'm here with Mark Matthews, one of our plumbers who are on our staff. And today we're spotlighting a remodel project, and we have actually a pretty significant rough in for a shower and tub system. And I just wanted Mark to tell us a little bit about it. Mark, what are some things, what all's going in this area?
Tub and shower combo in the wet area, and you got your body sprays, handheld, your shower head, and this will be for the controls for the digital control valves.
What Mark just said, he talked about the digital control. What's really unique about that is that in that area right there, it's almost like an iPad. And so what you can do is you can program what you want it to be. It'll play music, it'll coordinate the water flows. So from that point right there, you can turn the tub on, body sprays on, the shower, the handheld, and coordinate everything from that area, your water temps, all that. So we hope to come back on the final of this one and show you what it looks like as it's fully installed and go over the brains of it. But we're also going to look at the rough end here in just a second. Here we are, we're actually on the backside wall of this shower. So what this is actually, this area right here is on the backside of a pantry, an older pantry that's inside this home. And we thought that that'd be a good place to put the brains of the unit up there. And so Mark, tell us a little bit about what these pipes are.
Well, this is your sleeve for the wire for the controls, and then I've got my hot and cold feed for the unit, and then these coming out feed the body sprays and the handheld and the shower head.
From that panel that's in there that's going to be in the shower, cables are going to come over here,
yes,
go to what I call the brains of it,
right,
or the computerized side of it, and then it's actually going to control from this point right here how things operate in that shower.
Yes.
So Mark, you've been plumbing for a long time.
About 30 years, a little over 30 years, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your journey.
Well, about 95, I got into plumbing for my brother-in-law and did that for a while. And then a couple years later, went to Westlake. To about 01 and went on my own and did some things. The housing market crashed and did some other things. And then about 2013, came back to Westlake.
So you've been with us, what, 13 years now?
About 13 years now.
So what made you want to even go in the trade?
Well, I wanted something somebody couldn't take away from you. And I've done a lot of other things. And to me, plumbing was hands-on and satisfying. And, you know, I like doing it.
So do you like that sense of accomplishment when you complete a project, you look back and say,
I did that.
I did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you're driving by that house 15 years later, I did that house. Yeah, we all do that.
My wife hates that.
We all do that. You know, you've been in a long time. Tell me some things that you've seen change. What are some things that are different than they were when you started out? Or
it's a lot easier. Used to do houses in all copper, and now we get to do Wurzbow or, you know, track pipe for, you know, PEX and track pipe. And
yeah,
it's easier. It's, you know, not as hectic and hard to do, you know. And
how's the industry changed as far as with the customer? When you started out, were you doing more smaller homes?
Yes, you got to know what you're doing, and then you have to have, you know, like your bid sheet or the facts of what they want. You know, I'll meet with the builder and go over the entire house with them and make sure that we plumb it to, you know, what they expect it to be. And there's always changes. And even if the print will say one thing or the bid sheet, I mean, it's always a change.
Right.
And you always want to make the builder happy and work with the builder.
Yeah.
So I always try to communicate with the builder.
You know, you're really good about that. I love the way that you're diligent. You're very meticulous. And I've always enjoyed that about you with plumbing. Yeah, you do plumb it like you're going to live there. And I think that's great for our clients. You know, one of the things that we're always looking for is their experience that they have in the build. And so anytime that we've ever seen you do a project, I know that we can trust you with that project and that it's going to turn out exactly like the customer expected. No matter what the challenges are, we all know there's challenges on projects. So I just want to say thank you for that. Tell me a little bit about maybe apprentices or people who have come up in the trade. Let's say that I'm considering that and, you know, and I'm a young guy or maybe a teenager, 18, 19, and I'm considering the trade. What's a word of advice you'd give somebody like that?
It's a good trade to have. You got to have some work ethic and some common sense. A lot of common sense, book smart, you know, but common sense goes a long way. And drive, you know, and you just really want to do it and not waste other people's time.